Sword Art Online has a surprising number of video games. Console games, mobile games, arcade games, weird VR dating games. But they also show up in a lot of other games, like Dengeki Bunko, Tales of Arise, and even a Mahjong game where... Oh. Where do I download this? What I'm getting at is that a pretty major part of the SAO franchise at this point are the video games. So why does it feel like it kind of doesn't? Now, I'm not expecting a Sword Art Online games to be doing Ninja Storm 4 numbers, but is it just me that finds it weird how SAO games have next to no relevance in the anime game community? And I mean, it's not like they don't sell. The SAO game series just sold a combined total of 10 million units, which is definitely impressive, but I also feel like it should be more than that. Because say what you want about Sword Art Online, but it's by no means a small series. The anime is often considered the blueprint for lots of popular animes today. The light novel has sold over 30 million copies, so why is it that a franchise of a noticeable size, frequently getting games, has next to no impact? Because most of them kinda suck. Don't get me wrong, I really like these games. Playing Fractured Daydream with my friends is a really fun time. Grinding Fatal Bullet on my Nintendo Switch, yes, I'm one of those people, is some of my fondest memories of this franchise as a whole. But even though I have nostalgia for these games, even I can admit that most of them are kinda meh. Or at the very least, they don't evolve that much. I'd say even the mobile games have more variety than the console games. Now obviously, that's because it has a specific gameplay style that it usually sticks to. But at some point, it just becomes the same game every damn time. I just feel like that for an anime that literally goes into other games that mostly have vastly differing combat systems and worlds, they shouldn't feel like copy-pastes. Fatal Bullet takes place specifically in Gun Gale, and it feels like it. That's what I want to see, and it's something that I think Fractured Daydream actually does remarkably well. Fractured Daydream has a mix of characters from Aincrad, Alfheim, Gun Gale, Underworld, all that, and for the most part, they feel different to each other. Characters from Alfheim are straightforward fighters with sword skills. Fairies can fly and have visual animations of them doing spells. Gun Gale characters have guns that f***ing suck and I hate to use them, but that's besides the point. That's good. That's the stuff I want to see in Sword Art Online games. So why is it that 9 out of 10 times, these games feel like they're just being pushed out of the door without much thought?
Where's the love?
Alright. Now, I don't hate Bandai as much as some people do. They've got some quality games in their deck, and are often thought of as the anime game studio. But dear god, they have no idea what to do with Sword Art Online. Bandai Namco, when it comes to their anime games, sort of have a track pattern. Make a game based off of a popular IP, hype it up, give it maybe a year or two worth of DLC, drop it and work on the next one. They usually do that instead of giving a game the right stuff to grow. Sparking Zero had generational movement behind it. The return of the Budokai Tenkaichi games. And even if the base roster is already massive, could you even imagine the types of DLCs they could add? GT, OG, movie stuff, maybe manga stuffs. It would be amazing. Okay. Well, One Piece Odyssey, an RPG One Piece game, that might work actually. They could have DLC for stuff like Wano, you know, maybe even a little Gear 5 DLC to coincide with the anime, that'd be pretty cool. Obviously Bandai isn't the exception, but they do it especially often. And I feel like Sword Art Online is a prime example of this. Make a game based off a popular IP, hype it up, give it maybe a year worth of DLC, work on the next one. Make a game based off of a popular IP, hype it up, give it maybe a year or two worth of DLC, drop it and work on the next one. Make a game based off of a popular IP, give it maybe a year worth of DLC, work on the next one. Compared to the other Sword Art Online games that have come in the past, say, decade, Fracture Daydream was actually pretty popular when it first came out. Not trending or anything, but it was making the rounds. And literally being a crossover of every branch of the SAO series, they could have added literally anyone. But if I'm being brutally honest, they're probably done with the game. Drip feed it with a couple of season trials, maybe the odd alternative character in the shop. But honestly, I don't see any big DLC coming anytime soon. Especially with Echoes of Aincrad on the way, which I actually want to talk about for a second. Out of every console Sword Art Online game, Echoes of Aincrad definitely feels the most like, well, an actual game. One that Bandai is finally taking seriously. I'm actually really excited for this game, and what it means for future Sword Art Online games. They've already got an expansion planned and their own original in-game movie, so they've actually got some confidence in this game, which I am more than grateful for. I know the common Joker thought of whenever an SEO game comes out is, why haven't they just made an actual VR MMORPG yet? I do think that they could make an actual MMO game, which would be interesting, and they sorta did that with the mobile games, but if this is the type of effort and direction they're planning on going with Sword Art Online games, I'm happy about it. I feel like we need a change of pace, a fresh experience of this world that we couldn't get from the other Sword Art Online games. And honestly, I feel like we deserve better. Video games based off of anime can be amazing if given the chance. Did you know that Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is in the top 10 best-selling fighting games of all time? And sure, you can just say it's because Naruto is a popular IP, but Storm 4 is actually a great game, often considered one of, if not the best anime game of all time. Anime games of this quality shouldn't be the exception for me.
Hey, I've seen this one.
Anime is as popular now more than ever, and I feel like anime other than Naruto and Dragon Ball should have great games that can make an impact. But you know, at least the mobile anime games seem to be doing well. Like seriously, some of these games are pretty good and can make bank and... What is that? How do I download this?